It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it comes your way next.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is fourth season in the NFL.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good, and once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. Now he'll try to run with this. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Fouts. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step, right?
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Throwing to start the drive. McMahon. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McMahon looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. McMahon. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 47 yards. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, strictly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Fouts. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. To throw his Fouts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Throwing his Fouts. And that one too high and incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fouts to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. McMahon toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McMahon. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a handoff inside, it's Peyton. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. McMahon, pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. Peyton will take it in. Touchdown Bears.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Fouts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And that's complete to Gates.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Sproles. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again with Peyton. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
To throw on 2nd down. McMahon. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McMahon. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the move past the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route, and they just executed that one pretty well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's to Marshall on a quick slant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Peyton. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Now a give, it's Peyton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Running it here with Peyton, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
This is where you step up, right here, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Fouts. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out.
Oh, he rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. McMahon, he's got a man. That's Marshall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Do your thing. Let's go, baby. Let's do it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Sproles, the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Fouts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Fouts. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fouts to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Neal. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run now with Peyton. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun on 3rd down. McMahon. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Throwing is Fouts.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
Nothing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. McMahon throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw. McMahon. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. It got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5. Now Fouts.
And he will find Winslow. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On the run, it's Peyton. That one a first down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down, Peyton. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on first down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On second down now, Peyton. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
54 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Peyton. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now a toss play for Peyton. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's Fouts. They will find Winslow on the left side, complete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll look to throw again. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This now a 3rd and 4. Fouts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen from 4 yards comes out. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.